Hi guys, I just had some red Sea Reef Base shipped to me today. I've never used this before. I bought the ocean wide 10 kilogram, 22 pound, and I just cut it open. Scissors, and this is what the bag looks like. It says Red Sea Reef Base. It's the ocean white, and it is aragonite. It is very fine though, and you get an ocean pink as well, which has a slight pink color to it, and it seems to be a bit more coarse. Let me show you what it looks like. It's very fine, as you can see. It's like sand that you would find in the ocean. So the issue with this is, it's actually wonderful. It's white, and from what I've seen in other tanks, it looks very good. I've never used this before. What you want to do is, if you're going to use this in your reef tank, is get a jug or a cup or a bucket or something, and a filter sock or an old stocking, a very fine filter sock. Like the ones you would use in your filter trays, and you would then take the cup, pour the reef base into the filter sock, and then rinse it properly under a running tap, just very gently to get all the excess dust and very fine sand out of there, because if you're going to put it into your tank, you'll end up with a lot of clouding. So I use this in my new 10-gallon nano reef tank, which I'm currently cycling at the moment. As you can see, it's very cloudy after I've put the reef base in there, so I'm waiting for it to settle. Let me just turn the light on. There we go. As you can see, it's very cloudy at the moment. What I did with this tank was I took a few scoops of coarse aragonite that I'm using in my established reef tank, and I just put that in there with cured dry rock. So I used the coarse live aragonite from my established tank to seed the dry rock as I cycled the tank, together with some special blend. I have a heater connected as well to 26 degrees Celsius, and then the filter pump is running as well. So it's just cycling at the moment. I'm going to be leaving it for about 4 to 6 weeks. Obviously at this stage, about 15 minutes or so ago, I put in the reef base, so it's very cloudy. Yeah, so if you're going to use this in your tank, just make sure that you rinse it properly. If you don't like fine sand, even though it says aragonite, it's very fine, it is not coarse. So if you don't want fine sand, then you may want to go with something else. But it's certainly going to look great once it's settled. I'll mix it up a bit, so the coarse aragonite and the fine aragonite is more even. It might actually separate over time again, but I plan on possibly putting a goby in here, and they do burrow sometimes, so we'll see. And they like fine sand for burrowing as well. I'll just show you an example of what the coarse aragonite looks like. Okay, so this is my large tank. This one's established, and the lighting isn't great, but as you can see, it's quite coarse. And there we go. Enjoy. Thanks for watching.